The moonlight has been stained with a rust-red hue. The golden red liquid gushing out from the crack in the wooden sculpture suddenly boils, burning scorch marks on the sandalwood table. When clamped down on the trembling bronze compass in her hand, and tortoise-shell fragments are flowing upward from the deep counter. The warning from Xuanwu takes the form of a black water hexagram, intertwining with the ghostly blue candlelight from the vermilion bird direction, forming a tizy diagram in the reflection of the sky. The sound of the night watch bell suddenly rings. The hoarse sound of the bell pierces through the mist, and instead of the usual 5 strikes, it halts at the 3rd one. When look toward the bronze bell hanging from the eaves, noticing that the tongue of the bell is now wrapped in blood-soaked 5-colored threads, the same ones that vanished from King Li's wrist. At the end of the threads is a half-burned copper coin, with a phoenix-shaped sulfur crystal lodged in its hull. When dip her fingers in the golden red liquid and draw a fleeing pattern on the yellow talisman, but the talisman bursts into blue smoke. The smoke twists and drills into the crack of the wooden sculpture, from which the voices of people from 300 years ago can be heard.
The 9th rebirth talisman must be guided by the nirvana fire.
Before the voice finishes, the 7-star sword hanging on the west wall suddenly hums as it draws out of its sheath. At the moment the sword light splits the wooden sculpture. When see a glazed pupil embedded in the charred Polonia core, it is the eye of the vermilion bird, refined. The window glass shatters with a loud crash, and the night wind sweeps in burning willow leaves. Each leaf vein reveals the side profile of King Li, who, under the moonlight at different times, repeats the same action, dipping a silver hairpin in her own blood to carve the trajectories of the 28 constellations on the thunder-struck tree. The ghostly blue candlelight suddenly expands into a curtain of fire, casting the image of a figure. The robe he wears is embroidered with a diagram of the starry sky and soul separation, and the compass in his hand is engraved with the words, "Made by the Imperial Astronomical Bureau in the 37th year of Wanli." When he turns, one see that his left eye is the very glazed pupil from the wooden sculpture.